Well, good evening, group. This is Tom Abbott. I've met most of you before, or at least talked to everybody. And unlike just about every mod previously, for once, I'm actually not teaching an online course. So I thought I'd take the opportunity on a Sunday night to do what I usually do for my online students, which is to welcome everybody. Welcome all of you who are teaching in either business administration, international business, or the LCS program. And number one, to thank you for everything you've done to get ready for the course, to get started, and just to give you a little bit of background on some things that are going on and the way things should work. We want them to work. We know they have worked, and all those kind of good things. First, I'd also like to thank Judy Caputa for all the work that she did in getting everybody organized and staffed this time around. I wouldn't have been able to pull this off the way we had if Judy hadn't done such a great job with a lot of hard work, and she kind of had her baptism of fire in the staffing area and saw the kind of craziness that goes on. So with a lot of new folks coming on board, a lot of veterans, folks who taught courses 100 times to people who are teaching their first one, welcome. I'm really proud to be working with all of you. A couple of things I just wanted to do here just tonight, just really briefly. Seeing as so many of us are scattered all over the place, we don't get a chance to get together, we don't get a chance to talk. And I'd like to just go over a couple of real basic things, more on what can we do to help you. And in my role as the program manager, I want you to know that I'm your first point of contact. Please do not hesitate to come to me with anything. The contact information is out there. Send me an email. I try to get back to people right away. Call me in the office on campus. I'm there every day, as people can tell you. I'm there probably more than I need to be, but I love what I do, and one of the biggest things I want to be able to do is to help you so that we help our students be the best that they can be. Couple of points for all you folks out there then. Number one, be prepared for, as the veterans will tell you, but for those of you who are teaching for the first time, be prepared for a widely diverse student group. You're going to get folks who have had, particularly when you're teaching online, you're going to get folks with a lot of business experience who may know quite a bit. You're going to get some rookies, some brand new folks who maybe this is the first college course they've taken. Then you're going to get some folks with a lot of experience, but this is the first online course that they've taken. So it's important for us as instructors to not only present the material, but to present ourselves and actually be the message, be the medium, okay, that we have to do to get there. And the best way that I think we can all do that is the one thing that students often comment upon when they praise a course is the amount of contact they have with the instructor. By the same token, when we get reviews of a course that were not good, the common complaint is the instructor wasn't present. Okay, and by present, students usually mean they want somebody to give them feedback, they want somebody to participate, they want somebody available to answer questions. That's what they're kind of craving, and that's what they report that they don't get at other online universities. It seems like they get sort of a robotic course, and they don't really know that there's a real person behind the computer. Now, there are a number of ways you can combat that and turn it to our advantage here. But the thing is, participate. Participate when you can. Now, this does not mean you go into the discussion board and answer every student post. That's very difficult, and sometimes it can backfire. In fact, as a little hint that I'm sure some of the veterans folks, instructors will tell you, if you get in sometimes a little bit too early into a discussion, as the professor, you tend to dominate the discussion from that point on, and the students just merely start echoing what you said. So you got to pick and choose your moments, and it's going to be different in a 100 level class than it is in a 400. I, for one, for instance, confess to hogging the 400 level courses in many cases, and what happens there is sometimes I just tell students flatly, I'm not going to participate unless it starts going in the wrong direction. and I'm just going to jump in when I see that you guys aren't participating. But the thing is, make sure you're in early in the week with a couple of good leading questions, and to try to get students to respond. It'll go a long way. The biggest thing is presence. I mean, feedback on their discussion boards, feedback on their assignments. If you can do it in a timely fashion, you decide what's timely, but they're going to complain if it's not within a few days. I'm going to be very blunt with folks out there. So we have to budget our time as much as we demand they budget theirs. So that's the big message out there. Technical problems. Technical problems come up all the time. From maybe your end is what I'd be more concerned with right now. If you have a technical issue, you have an issue with Blackboard, you have an issue with some of the material in your course and everything, probably the best thing to do is to make me your first point of contact, because I can usually, there's a good chance that I might be able to fix it myself, and if I can't fix it, I might know the correct instructional design source or IT source to go to, rather than have to go through a process where we just have a generic, hey, XYZ won't work, and then somebody gets a help ticket, and then they've got to shovel it between 4 different people, and finally deciding who's the expert that can help you. And by that time, a day or two has gone by, and all my speech about timeliness from 2 minutes ago is out the window. So try to make me your first point of contact, and I'll do that for you. Some other things that are going to be stressed this coming, well, not just this coming mod, but going forward. Pay attention to academic integrity. I'm sorry to have to say this, but it seems to be getting worse instead of better. So that, I don't want anybody to have any fear about challenging a piece of work that you do not think is genuine and original, okay? This is college. Students are out there, and they're supposed to be doing work on their own at a high level. And I assure you, if a student is up to no good, if a student is is plagiarizing or doing any other kind of academic dishonesty, believe me, I'm going to back you up 100%. And I think the folks who've taught a lot of classes with me will tell you that that's true. I really mean that. We really have to crack down on this, and it's something we need to work with. Another thing to work with, buying the book. Online students are pretty good at buying the book. Regional site students and on-campus students are terrible about buying the book. Be careful about how much information you give out to them, okay? But the whole point is they should buy the book. They should understand that buying the book, reading the book, using the book is part of the course. By the same token, if you do require them to have a book, I expect you folks to use it too, because one of the things we don't want to do is go ask a student to buy a $200 textbook and then find ourselves not using it. So that's just another little point to make. What else can I tell you about? Students are going to come up with some very creative issues. Seems like everybody has issues these days. Be firm, but be fair. That's the best thing I can tell you. And again, I'm going to back you up to the highest degree. We wouldn't have you teaching for us if we didn't trust you in your judgment. And that's the whole point. Your judgment is what reigns. If you think the student deserves a break, by all means give it to them. But if you think they're pulling the wool over your eyes, let me know, let us know. We are going to do what we can to help you. We've got a lot of resources you can turn to. You can turn to ID, instructional design, for assistance. Turn to me, as I said. Turn to Judy. Judy will, if she can't solve your problem and I can't solve your problem, we'll figure out who can. We've got a great staff of other program managers and people who are experts in their fields. We're here to help you and to make the learning experience as easy and easy is the wrong word, as smooth as it can be for the student, as rigorous as it needs to be. Okay, that's what I really want to do out here. I'm not really sure what else I needed to say tonight except hi. We're here to help you. I don't mean that like the government. Hi, we're from the government. We're here to help. We're here not to do that. We're here not to complicate your lives, but to allow you to convey your expertise and your love of the material and your love of teaching and your love of giving back to students and helping them get ahead in their lives and their careers. That's what we're all about. This is a practice-based institution, and yet we like to think that we're all scholar practitioners. So that's what we really are all about here, helping people develop their careers and develop their intellectual abilities and their intellectual capacities. You're going to find our student group is a pretty bright group. Sometimes it takes a little bit to get through to them, but once you do, the rewards are tremendous. And that's what I'd like everybody to remember. So all that being said, welcome. If you have any questions, please contact me, contact Judy. We're here to, as I said, to help you. And if we can't find the answer or give you the answer right away, we certainly can find who can. We're looking forward to have a great semester. We will work with you. One thing I didn't mention either too. If you see something in your course that you think could be better, by all means, let me know. I am not the expert in everything. I have a couple of areas where I think I'm pretty good, but I've got a couple areas where I think, boy, do I need all the help I can get. So please, if you see something, make suggestions. It's what we're about. I don't think, I'm not going to be happy, I think, if every course is the same, every mod over and over and over again. That's just not, that's not us growing as an instructional group. It's not us growing as a university. So please, if you see something you think could be better, let's go ahead and let's do it, because I want things to be better and I want things to be dynamic. Again, here to help you. Welcome. Appreciate everything you've done. For those of you who've been with us so far, and for those of you who are starting with us tonight, I'm going to appreciate in advance all the things that you're going to find you're going to do. It's going to be one of the jobs you're going to absolutely love. I know that. It's just a tremendous experience. And so looking forward to working with all of you, and good luck. Thank you very much.